Is polygamy a violation of human rights? Is polygamy a violation of human rights? This question opens up a conversation about family dynamics, women's roles, and cultural practices. Polygamy, especially polygyny where one man marries multiple women, raises significant concerns regarding women's rights. International human rights organizations often view polygamous marriages as harmful to women's equality and dignity. These marriages can lead to emotional and financial struggles for women and their children. The core principles of human rights stress equality between spouses and protection from discrimination. Polygamy usually creates an imbalance of power, placing women in a subordinate position. Women in these marriages may have limited rights to property, decision-making, and personal freedom. This can result in violations of their rights to equality and privacy. Research indicates that polygamous relationships are associated with higher rates of domestic violence and economic instability for women. Additionally, these women may face fewer educational opportunities and poorer health outcomes, including higher maternal mortality rates. Culturally, polygamy is practiced in some societies as part of traditional customs. However, advocates for women's rights argue that cultural respect should not come at the cost of women's fundamental rights. In many legal systems that recognize polygamous marriages, women often lack adequate protection regarding property rights and legal recourse. International conventions, like the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, call for the discouragement of polygamous marriages. These conventions highlight the need to uphold women's dignity and rights. Addressing polygamy requires practical steps. Legal reforms should ensure equal rights for women in all marriage forms, including property and inheritance rights. Supporting education and economic empowerment can help reduce women's vulnerability in polygamous households. Community dialogues can respect cultural heritage while advocating for women's dignity and equality. Moreover, women in polygamous families should have access to legal and social services to protect their rights. Overall, polygamy is often seen as a violation of human rights due to its negative impact on women's equality, dignity, and security. While it may be rooted in cultural traditions, protecting women's rights is essential for a fair and just society.